politically, they always attempt to sabotage any proposals given by the mediators, namely Egypt and Qatar, in order to restore the ceasefire and the Dayton exchange deal. Egypt has proposed a very compelling deal in order to return back to calm and the lull. Hamas accepted this deal. Israel.
What are the tools, Dr. Mohammed?
Yes, I'm getting to that. On the political level, these are the tools. They attempt to sabotage these agreements through making very silly amendments that defeat the purposes of these agreements. And this is what happened, and this is why the mediation failed, for example. On the ground, militarily, they also resume the wanton acts of violence. Just less than an hour ago, the Israelis bombed a school sheltering refugees and displaced persons in the Gaza city in northern Gaza, causing the death of about 24 people, including children. And a couple of days, or yesterday, they destroyed an UNRWA clinic.
This just happened, sir. They bombed the school and they killed 24 children.
Yes, and yesterday they also attacked in northern Gaza an UNRWA clinic, for example, killing about more than 20 people as well, mostly civilians. So this trend of action, and of course, in the past 24 hours, over 100 Palestinians died, mostly civilians, due to such Israeli strikes. So as you can see, they are trying to terrorize the Palestinian population and convince them that there is no safe haven that they can stay in. An UNRWA clinic is a UN facility that is supposed to be a refuge for refugees that should not be targeted. A school is the same thing. However, when the Israelis, and this is not the first time, of course, they have done this incessantly over the past year and a half, when they target these civilian facilities that are supposed to be a sanctuary for the civilian population, the aim is to terrorize and to convince the Palestinian people in Gaza and that there is no place safe, and that the only way that you can be guaranteed safety for your life and well-being and the well-being of...
Got your point, Dr. Mohammed. Dr. Mohammed, considering Hungary's decision to withdraw from the ICC amid Netanyahu's visit, how might this impact international institutions' ability to hold Israel accountable for alleged war crimes in Gaza?
It further tarnishes the questionable legitimacy to begin with, of the International Criminal Court. Of course, Hungary is not the first country to withdraw from the International Criminal Court. Some other countries did that before. In the past few years, countries like the Philippines, like Burundi, and others. But of course, it's the first time that a European country, an EU member, withdraws from the ICC, which completely hampers the credibility of the court as a world court that's supposed to hold war criminals accountable. And as we all know, Israel and the United States are not even party to the International Criminal Court or the Rome Statute. They never ratified it. Most of the great powers of the world aren't, and even core members of the International Criminal Court and supporters of the ICC, like Germany, for example. Just today, the German Chancellor Olaf Scholz said that he cannot conceive a scenario where Benjamin Netanyahu would be arrested if he visits Germany, even though Germany is an ICC member. So as you can see, the Western world, the Western powers are the ones who are completely empty.
Backing Netanyahu up, sir.
Exactly. Of course, they are backing Netanyahu. And on the other hand, they are emptying the institutions they created, such as the International Criminal Court, from all of its credibility. Karim Khan, the chief prosecutor of the International Criminal Court, said on an interview with an American cable news network, saying that he went on the record saying that when he was preparing the arrest warrants against Netanyahu and Yoav Gallant, he was confronted by Western leaders telling him, no, this court is made for the prosecution of African and Middle Eastern and Russian leaders, and not the prosecution of Western leaders and friends of the Western world.